Hey cats, what's happening? That's right, I got a new hat. Wife and I were, we stopped to pick up a new pair of Wranglers for me, a pair of jeans. And in our little community, best place to do that is the Tractor Supply store. So we were in there shopping around and saw these hats and just tried one on for fun. And of course V says, "Hey, that doesn't look bad on you. You ought to get that for camping and stuff." So I grabbed it. Cheap hat, not an expensive one by any means. Nice little lightweight straw hat, and it's very comfortable. It has a little chin strap on the back there that you can cinch it up if it's windy. But today, hey, I'm going kayaking. I don't know how many of you bikers go kayaking. Bought this a couple years ago. It's a Perception Swifty. It's, I think about 9.5 foot long. And I liked it because it's got the great big huge open cockpit area. So I'm going to take this out on the reservoir. They got a cool little launching area over there for kayaks, so I'm going to try that out. But got my lunky boots on. I'm going to take those off and put some beach shoes on so my feet don't get wet, and I'm going to go off for a little paddle. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I got the boat set into the launch area. We'll see how this goes. It looks a little easier than trying to get in off of a boat ramp over there, so time will tell. So I got this figured out already. They got these little grooves in here. You set the paddle over there, you grab onto it, and you scoot yourself. You move it up, you scoot yourself till you're in the water. Now, I'm not going to pull on the middle of this. I'm going to pull over here on the sides. I'll break that thing in half in a heartbeat. And soon I will be a-sailing. The neat thing about kayaking is that you can just kind of drift along peacefully, and it's like stealth. So quiet, you don't hear a sound except for what's coming from shore. Looks like they got a frisbee golf over there in the woods. I imagine there's a lot of frisbees in the drink here because it's pretty close to the water. Very peaceful and relaxing to be out in the boat, and you know, the seat is like super comfortable. It's like laying back in a lounge chair. So and really you get your upper arms are really getting the most of the workout because the rest of you is just kind of in a reclining position. It's fun though. Kind of get out and see some things that you normally wouldn't be able to see. Well, I've made it out to not the main part of the lake. Over here is the public beach swim area. Over there is the dam. And then I came from way over there around the corner. So I might paddle over a little closer to the dam over there and see what I can find. Pretty quiet. Got a few fishermen along the shore. You saw the little ducks that I passed. Really haven't seen any other shorebirds or anything. A couple fish jumping in front of me, and I even saw a turtle poking its head up out of the water, and then as I came up, it submerged and was gone. And I don't think it's a very deep lake, because I was like out in the middle of over on the other end there, and there was a couple of submerged trees, and I thought, well, maybe they're just floating, but I pushed on them with the paddle, and they were stationary. They were on the bottom. They were locked in there. So not a very deep reservoir, but it's very quiet, relaxing. Kind of cloudy today. They said there's some storms coming later this evening, but it's morning now, and just overcast, gray, cloudy. Probably in the mid 70s, pushing up to the 80s today, so not bad. And just a good day to take the little boat out and get a little exercise. Not very often that I get to kayak. And I don't know, it's very pleasant. I think I'd rather be on a motorcycle myself, but the motorcycle's a little more exhilarating. This is just very relaxing, very peaceful. Well, I have made my way all the way over to the dam, and there's the valve tower there. Just kind of letting the wind drift me past it here. Oh, there's a ladder on the side. No, thank you. Now for the paddle all the way back. I gotta go all the way back over there and then all the way around. So it's been a good paddle, very nice. And I don't know, probably been out about 45 minutes maybe. And I probably got another 45 minutes to get back. So neat. I made it back. Little did I realize when I paddled out there, I was going with the wind, and when I turned around at the dam and had to come back, I was paddling against the wind. So, yeah, it was a little more of a challenge, and I ended up getting a good blister on my hand just from paddling. Well, I'm gonna load the boat up and head back to camp, and probably about lunchtime, because I'm hungry. I worked up a good appetite. So there you go, the Perception. Nice little boat. It's the Swifty 9.5 DLX. I returned to camp and didn't really realize it until I got back, but I had a good blister here on my thumb from paddling against the wind. So this guy I saw down there at the lake, he taught me, he said, instead of holding it like this, where you're constantly getting that friction on your hand, he said, just put your thumb up like this and paddle, and then no more blisters. I didn't even know I was getting a blister though until I was back, so What are you gonna do? Well, now that the kayaking's done, I think I'm just gonna kick back and watch the fire for a little bit.